Hello and welcome to Antisocial Networking. It's sort of like a Twitter extra. It was free. What do you want? Lots of questions about where I'll be playing on the Rapier Wit tour. Everywhere. This tour will have a carbon footprint like a Wookiee. What will happen if they close the library? Will our children grow illiterate? Will knowledge be lost forever? Where will tramps go to poo? Shh. Love the idea of going to this much trouble to express indifference. Very lucky with my audience. Funny people. At the Natural History Museum, these evolutionists are mental with their dinosaurs and their magical shapeshifters. The baby Jesus made us all. I'd love to be a monkey, throwing excrement and masturbating all day. What's this guy so grumpy about? They should bring people with eating disorders to this room. I feel so skinny. It's odd that we call them pirates, so very old-fashioned. If you get mugged, you don't call the bloke that did it a highwayman. Seaman thieves has been suggested as an alternative to pirates. Sounds to me like a gentleman's special interest film. French warship captures pirates. Presumably that only happened once they'd exhausted the retreat, surrender and collaboration options. How many man-hours are lost after every bank holiday to conversations that go, "Is it Wednesday already? It feels like a Tuesday." It's sad. People have forgotten what Easter is all about. It's not about chocolate eggs and stuff in your face. It's about cute bunny rabbits. That prison riot is on the news. Looks pretty bad. Those guys want locking up. Multiple choice today. Have I been A, decapitated, B, bullied, C, asleep on the beach? I just think if you volunteer, you should be allowed to commit a minor offence and get off. You've already served the community. Fair is fair. I've had an idea for the G20 leaders trying to repair the economy and promote peace. We set up some sort of World Trade Center. Hang on. Retweet. That'd be a pretty big building. You might need 2 of them. Good point. Well made. Just been for a swim. Some seawater got in my eye, so I came back to the room to wash it with saline solution. Most pointless thing ever. The clock's going forward is a massive waste of time. That's almost a joke. With Arts Council funding and time and thought, that could work. Just bumped into Chris Hoy, the gold-winning cyclist. I think it's even more impressive that he got gold in China. Everyone's got a bike there. Lost the tennis today, but a joy to play outdoors. I've just spotted Men's Health have done a fitness special. As opposed to... Begs the question, what's the most redundant thing printed on the front of a magazine? I saw a Vogue fashion special once. Any thoughts? I once heard a senior police officer interviewed about the new crime reduction initiative. Isn't that just the day job? Is International Women's Day just a bigger version of Ladies' Night? Spotted this, a device for shaping a woman's special lady garden. The next tweet will show you why I laughed. Who buys a bush shaper for their mum on Mother's Day? Thoughts whilst eating. Crispy seaweed is basically deep-fried salad. It's both delicious and paradoxical. I've just seen loads of midgets coming out of a building all wearing the same thing. Hang on, they're children. A nice lady from Lancashire on the tube has just asked me, "Do you know who you are?" Someone's just said, "Everyone's fond of owls." A bird with a cat's head? Deeply suspicious. The politicians' expenses thing is just embarrassing. There are South American politicians laughing at our £23 for cat food bullshit scandal. Twitter is now an important tool for Iran's pro-democracy movement. When will they realise it's not for that, it's for celeb tittle-tattle? Swine flu panic. It was only a few years ago that bird flu killed half my friends and family. Hang on, wait, my mistake. We'll be fine. This piss-poor political scandal is making me misty-eyed for the days of amyl nitrate-soaked oranges and suspender-clad death wanks. I spent the whole day listening to the radio. Such a good week for news junkies. Weird that the papers are the same size, whatever happens. Everyone's still going on about Susan Boyle. I can't see it. I just don't think she's that hot. Can you hear me? Is maybe the most pointless thing you could possibly say, along with no comment and are you asleep? Justin Morehouse made an interesting point this morning about the difference between comics you go to see and comics you go to listen to. I'm about to go on stage in Southend. It would be Southend-on-Sea, but the tide is out. You know when you get Scottish money and people can be a bit weird about accepting it? Well, it's not like that in Glasgow. Brilliant. At Biggest Doggus. If Captain Cook was indeed born in Middlesbrough, that might very well explain him fucking off to the other side of the world. Has anyone ever seen a more welcoming pub? The glamour of Cleethorpes. What now? According to one Twitterer earlier, Dundee has only one nightclub, Fat Sam's, named after the local beauty queen. I've got to stop. Glasgow on a Friday night. I love a challenge. A heckler at the Empire in the 50s once shouted, "It's all very funny if you like laughing." I like to think of Dundee as the Paris of the North, because it's covered in dog shit and nobody washes. Good idea for an opening line tonight? Just been told Dundee is the city of discovery, presumably because the Discovery Channel made a wildlife documentary about the locals. Just got talking to a woman who said Manchester's Chinatown is better than London's Chinatown. I said, you should see the one in Hong Kong. From Manchester to Cheltenham to Birmingham today, I'm really getting value for money out of that road tax. Please don't worry about my safety in Basingstoke tonight. There is a simple action guide. Central Station on a bright, crisp day. This statue outside seems to say, Glasgow is the future. Post-apocalypse. I'm in Warrington's cultural quarter. No disrespect to this fine town, but maybe a cultural eighth might be a more fitting name. Just checked the best way to get to Milton Keynes on my iPhone, and it's advised me that it's a 1-day and 20-hour walk. I think I might drive. I'm guessing the reason for all the roundabouts in Milton Keynes is to give visitors plenty of chances to turn back. I'm having a knife crime in Croydon. Sorry, nice time. It's 1974 here. Just spotted this statue in Leicester. I think it should be called Badly Organised Sports Day. Retweet at Craig552UK. It commemorates the Battle of the Double-Booked AstroTurf. We lost many good sportsmen that day. Milton Keynes on a sunny afternoon looks like the future looked in 80s science fiction. And someone's stolen my tent. I'm sure I remember Stonehenge being bigger and more, well, stony. 2 shows tonight in Dunstable, which sounds like a brand of hair removal cream. Dunstable. What happens if an unattractive woman wants to use these facilities? In Brighton, the gay capital and the fastest growing city in Britain. How's that happening exactly? I'm in Chatham this evening. The town planning was done by German men in planes in the 1940s. A bit of reverse inventing today. Off to lunch with some old school friends, like a real-life version of Friends Reunited. Can't wait. Coke without the sugar or flavourings. Good idea, but if this clear liquid doesn't taste of anything, won't people think it's spit? What if there was a live feed of the iPlayer beamed into your house, so you wouldn't have to choose what to watch or when to watch it? I'm loving the indoor cash machine that's actually a person idea. Lovely reverse inventing. I've had an idea. You know the I Love You Man bromance movie? Well, we make one, but instead of a guy mandating, he goes out with a girl. This is just getting better and better. An invention that allows everyone to have bottled water on tap. I love it. At Missbox. Very good idea, but what if one of these motionless escalators broke down? People would be stuck forever. At Chubby Ewok. Quality reverse inventing. A solid brick tent. I'm interested in developing a remote control that's actually integrated into the TV so the buttons are on your television. What about if contact lenses were massive, really, really big, too big to go in your eyes? You'd have to sort of wear them on your face. At Just Call Me Slow. I love it. All the shops in a shopping mall spread out into streets. What if instead of out of town, they were in town? You know sat-nav? I've just come up with a way of printing it out into a large format book. You could keep it in the car. I call it Maps. Regent's Park gig tonight was great fun. I told some jokes, but the real star was the weather. It was fucking mild. I'm at the 8 out of 10 Cats record. This may be the most flattering photo ever taken of Clarkson. Put my name to this letter in the paper today. That should stop any Guardian readers from voting BNP. Job done. Got to Stoke pretty easily, despite my car's refusal to believe in the M6 toll road. If SatNav could cry, it would have. We're not talking. Just about to do QI. Any random facts welcome. I love this show, but it's a bit like sitting an exam on a subject you've not studied. There's a TA parachute regiment. They're thrown out of the plane once they run out of bombs in the hope they land on something important. The Territorial Army Bomb Disposal Unit is based in Tunbridge. I have visions of a man called Terry kicking a bomb to see what happens. Spotted this and felt it my duty to pass it on. Weirdly, all the security asked for photos. It was very friendly. At lunch, and the table next to mine had amazing looking scampi, so I asked the waiter to steal me one. They didn't even notice. That is service. I'm in Eastbourne at the Congress Theatre, originally called the fucking theatre, but locals objected. Good game of tennis this morning with JR. He lost focus somewhat when a dog got stuck under a shed. Federer doesn't have these problems. Just recording the new DVD. Really enjoyed it. It's the audience interaction I really enjoy. I suppose those are the bits I haven't heard. Agent Provocateur and Victoria's Secrets had better watch out. There's a new player in the market, and they're classy. The Côte d'Azur is all very well, but does it offer Folkestone's parking facilities? I think not. A few people let me know that they were offended by some of my tweets. Maybe when I do it, it's anti-social networking. Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Now, there's a scientific theory that states you laugh 30 times more when you're in a room with other people than when you're watching something on a screen. So why not come and see me live? It's jimmycarr.com for tickets, and I'm pretty much everywhere. See you then.